All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone who teach and rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this gospel amongst the four winds with truth and sincerity. To you, I say Shalom. All right, this is your brother Parathon with a quick lesson. I'm going to title it, We Have Reservations. All right. We have reservations, and what I mean by that is, this is, if you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole, West Indians, and Haitians, we come from a legendary bloodline that the Bible speaks of, right? We are the princes and princesses of the power. So with that being said, the elect of Israel are reserved. They're kept back. They're predestinated, right, from the foundations of the world. So they are reserved for the kingdom of heaven, for the crowning ceremony, for everlasting salvation and rulership under Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right. And the wicked, 2/3 of our people in the heathen nations, the wicked of the heathen nations, right? Because, we have Israelites mingled in, sprinkled in, throughout the four corners of the earth, man. So there is a reservation for the judgment. There's a reservation for the wicked as well. So I'm gonna get into it, man. I got a few precepts. The Lord chooses who He wants to do what He wants. It's that simple, The heart is king. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. That's Proverbs 21:1, right? He turn it whithersoever He like, roughly paraphrasing, because the Lord is in control, man. So this is Sirach 33. I'll just get right to the point. In 12. I'll start at 10. Give us some context. It says, and all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of the earth. And much knowledge the Lord hath divided them and made their ways diverse. Some of them hath He blessed and exalted, and some of them He sanctified and set near Himself. But some of them have He cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. Right? So some were righteous, some were wicked. Right? And you got vessels of honor and vessels of dishonor. It's verse 13. As the clay is in a potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of Him that made him to render to them as like Him best. So the Lord is pulling the strings, right? And it further continues on. And it goes into duality. Everything has the opposite. But the point is here. Right, verse 12 and 13. Some of them He hath blessed and exalted, and some of them have He sanctified and set near Himself. But some of them have He cursed and brought low and turned them out of their places. Right? In 2 Timothy 2:20. In 19, it says, nevertheless, the foundation of Yahweh standeth sure, having the seal. The Lord knoweth them that are His. And let everyone that nameth the name of Hamashiach depart from iniquity. It's that seal, as that Ezekiel 9:4 is referring to. Ezekiel 9:4 goes into the mark. But let me see something real quick. We're going to Revelations 3. We'll get this in the blue letter. Revelation 7:3. Right? Saying, heard not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. Right? So let's hit that word seal. Let's see what it says. to set a seal upon, the mark with a seal, security from Satan, right? Angels are said to be sealed, to set a mark upon by the oppressed, in order to prove, confirm, or attest, to confirm, authenticate, place beyond doubt, a written document, to prove one's testimony to a person that he is what he professes to be. For security or preservation, to keep secret. All right, seal up, to stop. To hide, to keep in silence, keep secret, right? Let's go to Ezekiel 9:4 real quick. And Yahweh said unto him, go through this city, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations done that be done in the midst thereof. So let's hit that word mark. Desire, a mark, as a sign of exemption from judgment. A sign of exemption from judgment. The Strong's goes into a signature, right? So the sign, the mark of exemption, will be the Lord's name, right? He said, go through the mark is on the forehead. Can we see the mark? Nah. We don't know who the elect is, but it's something to think about. Maybe we can't see it because it's not our time yet, or maybe, it's etched in. It's like etched in our foreheads, and they'll start glowing in the time when brothers get their new bodies. I don't know, but it's something. It's definitely something to think about, man. That's the beauty about the scriptures, man. It has you. Hey, it says the mind museth upon many things, to entertain thoughts of certain things. You know what I mean? We often wonder what the new bodies are going to look like, what the kingdom is actually going to look like, operating outside of time and how that's going to be. It's so much. It's just, there's a lot. And we will know soon enough. Lord willing, we endure to the end. All right, so that was pretty much the point, man. Regarding Ezekiel 9:4 and Revelation 7:3, the word mark and the word seal are they're not interchangeable, but they mean you can almost say that, right? Because Revelation 3 goes into the seal in their foreheads. Ezekiel 9 goes into the mark in their forehead. So there's a sign. There is it would make sense that it's the Lord's name, the signature, and the Lashawan Kadash. All right, so let's get back to I grabbed that. What was that? Let's bring it full circle. It's not going to be a long lesson. I just got a few precepts I'm going to bring out to hit the point. You can't spell. 2 Timothy 2:20, but in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and silver, but are also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. And if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work. Right? So boom, that's us, man. We pray that we be those vessels of honor, right? In this house, in this great house. We pray that the Lord counts our sacrifices and all the work we're doing worthy, right? Worthy to be mused upon. That's what it comes down to, man. We are punished far less than our iniquities deserve. Righteousness is as a filthy rag, right? But it was our mind to go astray. So when being returned, we got to seek him 10 times more, man. So, real quick, let me, Matthew. Right? Matthew 10:34 says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth, but I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. A man's foes shall be they of their own household. So it's going to be the ones closest to you that are going to fold on you in that day. They're folding on us now. This is nothing that's new to us. We know what to expect. But if it go down like that, just understand that those are the vessels unto dishonor, because they were created to dishonor, to go against the grain, right? Really just to chastise us and to make to be all a part of our testimony and our walk, to try us, to deliver me from the sword, which is deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword, right? So they are doing exactly what the Lord wants them to do, being those vessels of dishonor, showing us what not to be, right? The law was created to benefit everybody, but to remove sin from Israel, man, because we were created to hold that standard, right? To teach the law to the rest of the nations and teach them how to govern themselves in their land and how to conduct themselves, man, how to be righteous. It's that simple. Let me see, what's this? Job 21:30, it says, the wicked, have ye not asked them, 29, have ye not asked them that go by the way, and do ye not know their tokens, that the wicked is reserved unto the day of destruction, they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Yeah, the triumphing of the wicked is short, right? Look, Proverbs 16:4. Yahweh have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So the wicked are reserved for the day of destruction. The vessels of dishonor will be destroyed. Precept. I'm gonna grab a few more and I'm gonna close out. This is what was it? Job 21, and I'm gonna grab some cross references. I had one that really stuck out to me. It was 2 Peter 2:9, and I'm gonna just read all the way down through 17. Real quick. It says, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Right? The unjust or the wicked. Judgment isn't executed speedily, so 2/3 of our people and the rest of the wicked, they're sin on top of sin, because they're not being judged in that moment. So they think they sweet, they think it's low, but it's not. The Lord said in Revelations 18 that their sins have reached unto the heavens, man. Right? Verse 10, but chiefly them that walk after the flesh and the lust of uncleanness and despise government, presumptuous, self-willed, they are not afraid to speak of evil dignities, whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, bring not railing accusation against them before the Lord, because the angels are in order. And 2/3 of our people are meant to be the way they are. But these are as natural brute beasts, have made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. Right? These other nations are like brute beasts. 2/3 of our people are now operating on that same vibration because they love him so much. They love their oppressor. Right? It says 13, and shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, that they count it pleasure to ride in the daytime. Spots they are in blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings, while they feast with you, having eyes full of adultery, and that cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls, and a heart they have exercised with covetous practices, cursed children, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Besor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, but was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumb ass, speaking with a man's face, forbade the madness of the prophet. These are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the mist of darkness is reserved forever. It's heavy, man. So the wicked are you people often wonder why would God allow this? That's because he's a just power. He's fair. It's their time to rule. Well, it was their time. They're at the latter end of that. It's crumbling, as we can see. But they're still hanging around because the Lord wants them to turn up as much as they can so he can justify and putting them to death. To justify his judgment on them. They are reserved, just as the elect are reserved for the kingdom of heaven. They're reserved for continual employment. Esau will be eradicated, but the rest of the heathen nations will get their land back after 1,000 years at least, and that'd be under the law. Shalom, yeah, they gonna be on that, right? Another one that really stuck out, man, is Romans 8. Straight to the point, right? Romans 8:19. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. Right? We are subjected to vanity being in this flesh. Right? But we are more subjected and groundly and rooted in our hope in Yahweh Shai. Right? Matthew 7, it goes into the importance of how you should build your house upon a rock. Right, so when the waves came and the wind blew and the hurricanes, whatever the case may be, the income, that house stood on business, man, because our house was built upon a rock. That rock is Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai. Right. It says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh. Yeah, these heathens they listen. When the wicked are in rule, the people mourn, right? When the righteous are in rule, the people rejoice. They can't wait to this. They don't even understand. They don't even realize how bad they want this shit to be over, right? Romans 9, I believe it was 11. 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It's beautiful. Right? So when we born, the Lord puts that righteous or wicked spirit on us as soon as we are forming in the womb, man. Or righteous or wicked before we take our first breath. It's mind-blowing. But once you start moving and living off of that, living like that, understanding that, man, you know, a lot of things that make more sense. It's all about the Lord's will at the end of the day, man. Go over. Let me just grab and get this second address. Second address 2 and 38. Arise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord, which are departed from the shadow of the world, and have received glorious garments of the Lord. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of Yahweh. This is the elect. The number of thy children, whom thou longest for, is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. The elect were predestinated, right? They were called. They were righteous before they were born, before the foundations of the world. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they praised the Lord. They all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled greatly. That's Yahweh Shai. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they which have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now they are crowned and receive psalms. They love not their lives unto death. They presented their bodies a living sacrifice, right? And endured unto the end. We are literally living this out right now. This is talking about us. Lord willing, we endure unto the end, man. 46, then I said unto the angel, what young person is that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, that is the son of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for their name. Then the angel said unto me, go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power, Yahweh, thou hast seen. So this is the reward of the righteous. Lord willing, we are accounted of that number, man. The reward of the wicked is fire, man. The lake of fire and brimstone. You know? Hey, so with that, we have reservations, man. We got to plan. We got to prepare. We got to keep that oil, right? So with that, Lord willing, that's what's edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.